Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? So I'm tired of doing screen recordings. So on some occasions I'll come over here and show my face. But I want to give you guys an update to that incident where this Asian man was harassed and taunted. So I've seen the video, I've watched the whole video, and it wasn't actually some pink skinned demons who harassed that Asian dude. It was some black people. There was this black guy who was holding a club, if I remember from the video correctly. He was holding a club and he was hitting this Asian dude, and so this Asian dude started to cry. I'm just going to give you my honest take on this. After watching that video, I still do not feel anything for that Asian dude or have any sympathy towards him, because as I've been saying in my previous video, Asians have a history of oppression and violence towards black people. Alright, like when they established these Asian beauty supply stores in black communities, exploit off of black people, and then abuse and mistreat black people. How about that incident that happened somewhere in the 90s where the owner of this convenience store, who is a Korean woman, unreasonably shot this black girl because she thought that this young black girl was a thief, was a criminal, was a thug who was going to steal from her. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that story. Where are you Asians speaking out against that? Where are you Asians holding a memorial for that poor black girl who lost her life at the hands of a very, very evil, crooked Korean woman? And this Korean woman, she didn't get any jail time. She didn't receive the death penalty. She only got community service. Alright? Where are you Asians speaking out against that? Where are you Asians speaking out against these Asian police officers who shot these innocent black men? Where are you Asians speaking out against that? Why do you Asians... Why should you Asians expect people, especially black people, to cape for you and understand the plight that you're also going through with racism and this evil system of pinkism? You know what? It really bothers me when I looked at the comment section of that video, where you have people saying that black people are the ones who are hypocrites because they always whine and complain about racism a lot, but they're the ones who are racist against Asians, when it's actually the other way around. Alright, it's actually the other way around. It's Asians, especially the Asian men, who bitch and moan about racism all the time, bitch and moan about getting emasculated by Helly Weird, when a lot of them look down on black people and talk trash on black people, and doing all these heinous acts towards black women who patronize them and shop at their beauty supply stores. It really bothers me because it just shows you how people in this country and probably other parts of the world are so blind and oblivious to the injustices and oppression that black people actually go through, and nobody cares about what black people have been going through for more than 400 years. It really bothers me. It's actually, like I said, it's actually you Asians who are the hypocrites. All right, you can't, you have no right to beg for people to keep for your asses when a lot of you are participating in institutional racism and perpetuating the oppression of black people, and along with that, you are dying. Okay, you would do anything to be a white person, going through all these plastic surgeries, bleaching your skin, having babies with white people, in which you end up not having really good looking kids, and that's just based on my observations with Asian and white couples. Lately, a lot of you are actually finding that white people are not your friends. All right, I actually came across a recent article where this Asian dude in Texas committed suicide. I can't remember if he was a high school student or a college student, but he committed suicide because of people bullying him because of his race. White people are not your friends, okay? Like I also mentioned in my previous video, you are just being used, all right? Little do you know, you're just being used by the evil white man and white woman to help them with their oppression against black people, all right? Black people, as I've also mentioned in my previous video, and I'm going to keep saying these things over and over again so that you guys can understand. It was black people throughout history who fought for your rights and freedoms to get here to the United States, okay? Because these white people back then never ever wanted your asses here, all right? Especially Teddy Roosevelt. He hated your asses with a passion as much as he hated black people, like many people during his time period, all right? It wasn't until 1965 when the Chinese Exclusion Act was banned and Asians from all these Asian countries were allowed to immigrate to the US. And guess who made that happen? It was black people who made that happen, all right? They didn't just fought for their rights. As loving people, they fought for everyone's rights and freedoms, all right? So you owe them respect. During World War II, when Japanese people were being put in internment camps, it was not black people who did that to you, okay? It was racist white people who put you in these internment camps, okay? Black people were not condoning that shit. In 1945, who bombed Japan with nuclear weapons? It was racist ass white people who did that, all right? It was not black people who did that to you, and there were also actually black people who spoke out against the Hiroshima bombings, all right? They we're not condoning that, okay? They were against the Hiroshima bombings, but the crooked U.S. government and other European countries got together and decided ultimately to bomb Japan with nuclear weapons, since they thought all Japanese people were bad. All right, and I've actually read a historical event where racist white American men would kill Japanese men for sports, chop off their heads, and take their heads along with them as souvenirs. Okay, which is just purely inhumane and pure Neanderthal. All right, it wasn't black people who were doing that. You see, even though during those time periods, black people were living in an environment where there was strong racist sentiment all over the country, yellow face and yellow peril were widespread. They did not view Asians the way white people viewed them, okay, because it's not in their nature. Okay, black people have loving hearts. And that's what I want y'all Asians to understand. Alright? But now, a lot of black people have developed strong animosity towards you because of the stuff you're doing to them. Alright? I hear a lot of Asians, especially those from New York, saying that black people are racist towards them. They hate them. No, they don't. It's none of the two. The proper term, the appropriate term is animosity. All right, they have strong animosity towards you because not only do you abuse do you come here and abuse native black people who are the ones who built this country and fought for your freedom. You have occupied lots of communities in New York and California that used to be black communities in which black people were evicted out of because of gentrification and redlining. And then you Asians go around mistreating them and abusing them. No. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. All right? And as you saw in that previous video that I did on that show panel, there were black women, okay? No white women whatsoever. It was black women who were speaking against that incident that happened to this Asian dude. Okay, surprisingly, it was one Asian woman, but one Asian woman, there was one other Latina woman who was also in the discussion panel, but two black women. Okay, that says a whole lot. Okay, like I said, black people have had your backs for the longest time. All right, and speaking about those two black women who were on the panel, I've actually noticed that a lot of black women like Asian guys, dig Asian guys, even though I still think that black women should stick to their own and embrace their own black men. But what do you Asian men do in return? You ungrateful beings take to YouTube, okay, and make all these videos explaining why you would not want to date or marry black women. You say that black women are this, black women are that, black women are loud, black women are ratchet. Some of you, I've heard some of you even say that you're afraid to have sex with them, or have babies with them because, or even be around them because you're afraid you're going to get Ebola from them. Which, by the way, Ebola did not originate from black people. Okay, it originated from the white man. All those diseases that you're hearing of that are widespread in Africa right now, those are lab-created diseases created to depopulate African people. All right, because as I've mentioned, these elites, these evil Rothschilds, these reptilians, they have an evil agenda of depopulating black people off the planet. All right, and for you to say that you're afraid to be around black women because they carry Ebola just shows how how much of a sheep you are listening to what mainstream media tells you. All right, you got to start getting much more smarter, enlightened, and choose to take the path of righteousness. All right, because until the time comes that you guys will choose to acknowledge your mistakes, you guys will choose to acknowledge your transgressions and change for the better. You guys hold your own nuts. All right, don't expect me, don't expect other people, don't expect black people to be keeping for your ass when you're actually part of the problem. All right, and when the time comes, if ever, that you have finally chose to be enlightened, acknowledge your flaws, your mistakes, your transgressions and wickedness. Maybe I'll have a change of heart and feelings towards you Asians. All right, but until then, you guys will hold your own nuts. So this is all I wanted to say about this update of this Asian man getting harassed. I think the black guy had the right to do that because, like I said, black people are just done with you Asians going to their communities and mistreating them and doing all these heinous things that you're doing to them. All right.